Ladies and gentlemen, our second bout of the evening is scheduled for 4 rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner to my left, wearing black trunks with gold trim. Tonight, he enters the ring for the 6th time as a professional. From Boston, Massachusetts, Igor Santos. And his opponent, standing directly across the ring, fighting out of the red corner to my right. Wearing blue trunks, his record impressive. 5 wins, 1 defeat, 1 big win by way of knockout. A Boston Boxing Promotions fan favorite who comes to us from Simi Valley, California. Ladies and gentlemen, Mario Christopher Ramirez. 4 rounds, welterweights.
And here we go, a 4-round welterweight bout between Mario Christopher Ramirez and Igor Santos. And joining me on the broadcast is Peter Zimbor.
Nicky, great to be here with you in Melrose, Massachusetts tonight. We've got an interesting 4-round fight between Mario Christopher Ramirez on the left side of your screen and Igor Santos to the right. And I hope it's something like the first fight we had tonight, because Terrell Bostic and John O'Neill has really got the evening started off in style with a very spirited 8-round affair. This one's scheduled for 4 rounds, and right off the bat you will see at 6'3", Mario Christopher Ramirez is one of the biggest welterweights, I think, in the world.
I think so, too. I was just saying that. I don't know how tall he is exactly, but he might be one of the tallest welterweights I've ever seen. And, yeah, what a way to start off the card. That was a very high-level fight.
We are seeing some fighters with tall, lanky physiques have some success in lower weight divisions. One weight division above where we're competing right now, Sebastian Fundora at 154 pounds has been quite the monster in recent years. Perhaps Mario Christopher Ramirez looking to be the welterweight version of that. But he's got Igor Santos in front of him first tonight.
Very long fighter. Mario just taking his time, using that jab.
And I'm sure you've already mentioned this in the broadcast, but Chris J., who's handling play-by-play for most of the evening, is in the corner of Mario Christopher Ramirez, and that is why I am a guest right now, folks.
Good little combination there by Mario.
Mario Christopher Ramirez, a fundamentally sound, skilled boxer. Only 1 knockout thus far in his career. It came against Ian Beatrice. Sometimes a little bit too tentative for his own good. Taking his time here against Igor Santos, it'll be curious to see if at the smaller weight division he opens up a bit more, or if he can still box, but the power will carry because he's just catching guys and he's physically got a much bigger physique. Teddy Atlas used to always say guys with long, wiry frames can get a lot of leverage on their punches and do a lot of damage.
Yeah, I've noticed just from experience, the tall, lengthy guys, they actually hit the hardest, in my opinion. If they get on the end of that punch, can put you out. Oh, nice right hand. And I'd just like to see Mario let his hands go a little more. More combinations. Oh, beautiful body shot. That bothered him.
And a well-placed shot.
And a jab puts him down.
And that's what I was talking about. He might be able to just do what he does normally, but because he's moving down a weight division, he has a bigger physical frame than his opponents, can get away with it more and accrue more knockouts than he has in the past.
And Igor beats the count. But Mario, I'm kind of stepping on the gas pedal here, putting some combos together.
Reports from sparring that I have heard, whispers say that Mario Christopher Ramirez has been more aggressive and is putting his punches together more fluidly. If that's the case, that bodes well for him and not particularly well for Igor Santos as we are approaching the end of round number 1 here in Melrose, Massachusetts, and Mario Christopher Ramirez does finish off the round fairly strong.
Beautiful round for Mario. I mean, boxing well. Just like to see him let his hands go a little more. That's really my only thing with him. Big fan of Mario, though. He's a great dude.
All the way from Simi Valley, California, which is home to the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library, amongst other things.
How many Boston boxing cards has he been on?
Mario Cruz Ramirez's entire career has been on Boston Boxing Promotions offenses. We're taking a look at some of the action in round one. I think he was hurt from the body shot earlier, still trying to recover, and that left jab came down the pike from Ramirez, and Igor Santos said, yeah, I don't really want to be upright right now, as we take a look at the end of round one on the replay. Peter Zimbor calling the action here with the 2024 Boston Boxing Promotions Fighter of the Year, Nikki Tejada. Congratulations on that, an accolade well-deserved. I think 2024 was clearly the best year of your pro career, and we'll see what 2025 brings soon.
It's exciting. It's exciting stuff.
We are in round two. This is a scheduled four-rounder. Ramirez in the blue, Santos in the black.
Nice little check hook there.
I did announce Ramirez as a Boston Boxing Promotions fan favorite, despite being from the West Coast. When he fights here, fans have signs, and they cheer for him. They love him.
And I actually said that as he was walking in. I said, he's actually a fan favorite here, believe it or not.
By the way, we're talking about the aggression potentially coming from Mario Cruz Ramirez in round one. I like the aggression in round two from Igor Santos. He says, I had a bad first round, but I'm here to fight. And he's not going down without one.
I mean, it must be tough fighting somebody this tall, having to get your punches all the way up there.
I think there were many people.
He's fighting back.
I think there were many people skeptical that Mario Cruz Ramirez was going to be able to make the weight, but sure enough, yesterday at weigh-ins he did. Bet he couldn't wait to get rehydrated after that.
Oh, I'm sure he pounded a water right away.
It's probably the most delicious H2O he's ever had in his life.
Been there.
Now, the aggression of Igor Santos shows itself right there, but he might have been a little overly aggressive. As that right hand landed, his right leg came off the canvas. Mario Cruz Ramirez, they call him Chris Strelo, didn't counter him, but had he done that, his balance was not good in that moment.
Oh, beautiful body shot. Straight right down the middle.
Yeah, we got to give Ramirez credit. Despite his height advantage, he's finding a home to punches to the body of his much shorter opponent.
He always looks nice and calm and collected in there, too.
He's got some great sparring. Cody Koboski, who was fought here on Boston Boxing Promotions events as well. There's even lower class fighters that could give him some work at the gym he trains out of in Ventura, California. Knuckleheads Boxing and MMA, run by Haas Janik, who's in the corner tonight. Danny Robles, Rudy Ochoa. But when you got a guy like Cody Koboski in and around your weight class, that is the perfect sparring you need to get ready for a guy like Igor Santos. That's more than what you need. And I'm sure in Southern California you can travel as well.
Absolutely.
And we know a lot of folks from Southern California tuning in to watch this fight. Want to let them know that we are thinking of them with all these wildfires which have been spreading rapidly throughout the Southern California area. And we hope that this is a nice diversion tonight. And you're able to enjoy some boxing as a good body work once again from the Southern California fighter. Those are going to add up in time.
Absolutely. I'd give that round to Mario, of course. Both rounds have been in charge.
Yeah, not only did he won both rounds, but in round one he had a 10-8 round thanks to the knockdown.
I'd just like to see him, let his hands go a little more. Not too much to add there.
This will be an important round for Igor Santos. We saw the aggression there in round two. Look at that. He was letting the fist fly.
He's game. Most guys after getting put down like that, they kind of just check out. And instead of checking out, he's fighting.
This will be an interesting round for Santos because if he can win this round, it'll be curious to see how he comes up for round four. But if he loses this round, he's mathematically so far behind. And I haven't really seen him do anything that has caused me to believe he can hurt and stop Mario Cruz Ramirez. So this is a very important round for both boxers.
I think it's just tough for him to get his offense going because he's so tall and long. And that's kind of what Igor's got to do. He's got to make it like almost ugly. Get in tight and make it ugly. Mario didn't like that very much.
Igor Santos says, I'm not here to be friends. I'm here to fight. And now he touches gloves and says, I'm sorry.
Beautiful job. Mario's got to keep that jab in his face the entire time. Keep him away. Oh, beautiful body shot.
Yeah, that was right in the breadbasket.
And Igor's coming back with some shots of his own. It's tough for him to get over that jab hand, though. Oh, beautiful check hook.
Santos knocked off balance, but stays upright, amazingly. We talked about all the positives of this move to the welterweight division from Ramirez at the top of the broadcast of this fight. One potential negative is as you get into deeper waters of the fight, I wonder what his energy levels are at, considering he's never cut weight to this degree before.
Right. That absolutely plays a factor. Just experience in the wrestling world. Cutting weight really affects your energy.
Yeah, you have a wrestling background before transitioning to boxing, and I must say the way wrestlers cut weight, you guys are insane.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It definitely is not healthy for you.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it'd be good for your kidneys the way I've seen wrestlers do it. I saw a mixed martial arts fighter lose 40 pounds in a night and look like absolute death at weigh-ins and make weight.
Yeah, I've never done that much, but the thing about wrestling is you cut the weight and you wrestle the same day. So
this was a former UFC heavyweight champion, by the way.
Who was it?
Tim Sylvia.
Oh, my.
End of round 3. Mario Ramirez and Igor Santos. At the beginning of round 3, I said this would be an interesting round to see how much fighting spirit is in Igor Santos, and whether or not he did enough to win the round is certainly questionable, but his spirit doesn't seem to be daunted at all.
He's still there. He is still there. You get a replay here. And it's that beautiful body shot. That was right on the money. If you're in the corner of Mario, you're telling him to double up on that body shot there, Keep working the body. He's having success with it. Even the straight jab down to the body. End of the round there. Here we go, fourth and final round. This welterweight bout.
Your referee, Johnny Callis, has both men touch gloves to begin the fourth and final round. Johnny Callis amongst the best referees.
Good right hand by Igor there.
In the Northeast and the country. And yeah, Igor Santos, fighting spirit, still there.
Coming up next, we got Alfred Keenan Raymond against Brandon Pullard. Alfred actually upset Mario. Was that Mario's last fight, or was that 2 fights ago?
It was not his most recent fight, but Alfred Keenan Raymond did upset him here, and he's looking to do the same against Brandon Pullard, the amateur standout from Canada, making his pro debut tonight in the next bout.
They call Alfred the upset king. Oh, beautiful check hook there.
And we should mention that following the conclusion of this fight, I will resume back my ring announcing duties, and Chris J will be back here at the broadcast table. I hope I've done a suitable job filling in.
Absolutely.
I want to be the Jeff Hostetler of commentators. Just the backup quarterback for Phil Simms that played in the Super Bowl. Early 90s football reference for all of you.
Mario's kind of just cruising here. But I wouldn't take my foot off the gas.
Also interesting with the size disparity is sometimes when Igor Santos gets on the inside, they just naturally tie up. Igor Santos.
Wow. He just keeps coming forward.
Just keeps on coming. I'm sensing a little dejection in his body language at the moment. But I think he has to get an A for effort. Likely won't win this fight, but A for effort.
Mario saying something to the corner there. Got 30 seconds left in this fight.
Well, if this goes to the scorecards, which every indication is that it will, it likely is going to be a successful welterweight debut for Mario Ramirez, as he's got a very game Igor Santos in front of him here tonight in Melrose, Massachusetts, as we have the final seconds of round number 4. That was a good fight, Nikki.
That was a great fight. I wonder, I'm going to ask Mario later on tonight how his energy level was in that 4th round. I'm curious to know. I know that's a big weight drop for him, going from 54 to 47.
Well, whatever was said between Mario Ramirez in the corner, they're friends now. 4 rounds in the books. I'm going to go announce the official winner of that fight, and you're going to call the rest of the card, Nikki. Sound like a plan?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, my friend.
Nice fight there for all our viewers in California. Again, just, our thoughts and prayers are with you with all the wildfires going on. It's tough to see that all taking place. And Simi Valley's own Mario Ramirez, came in here, worked his jab pretty well. Like we've been saying, 147 debut at welterweight. But he seemed like he had the same energy as he had in the 1st round that he did in the 4th. So I'm not sure exactly if the weight cut bothered him. There he is there pointing at me, Mario. Great fight. I love watching him fight. He's a great dude. And Igor Santos, respect to him, too. He came to fight tonight. I mean, he absolutely came to fight tonight. And, that's what you want to see, though. 2 great fights to start off the card. And here's Peter Zimbor with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 hard-fought rounds in the welterweight division, how about a round of applause for both of these warriors? After 4 hard-fought rounds, judges Joe Appice, Eddie Scunzio, and Mike Zullo all score the fight the same, 40-35, for your winner in a successful welterweight debut, Mario Christopher Ramirez.
And Mario Christopher Ramirez with the unanimous decision win. Great fight for him, just to get in there, box pretty dang good. I'm a big fan of him. Also just a great guy. Super, super tall. I got to ask him how his energy was in that 4th round. I can't get my head off of it. I mean, to see a guy 6'3" fighting at 147 pounds, I mean, that is crazy to me. I have a tough time getting to 147 sometimes myself, so I mean that must have been a tough weight cut. But he seemed to have the energy. He looked pretty energized in the 4th round. Didn't look fatigued at all. So great win for him. Happy to see him get in there and box well. And credit to Igor Santos too. He did not lay down for him. He just, even after the drop, he came in there and fought hard.